What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode here of the JW Show. I'm the kid JW, and hey, jumping on into this episode here, we are talking about some struggles. I know last week I dropped an episode about how to handle disappointment. This time we're going to talk about how, or not really talk about how, but the struggles that we've all faced. And I'm going to open myself up and be a little bit vulnerable to you guys for once about the struggles I faced. Because at the end of the day, my story can help inspire other people or even help people. I would say the struggles that I faced on the relationship side is just trying to get past, I won't say get past previous relationships and the heartbreak and the hurt that I've been through. I would say it's along the lines of not letting my overthinking affect my relationships, because I'm the kind of person, if something is off and you move a certain way, like if you go from being lovey-dovey, chit-chatty, and then your mood changed and you don't communicate that, I'm going to start overthinking, like, okay, what's going on, this and the third. I'm going to think there's somebody else involved, somebody whispering in your ear and whatever. And that's one of my struggles. I struggle with that a lot. And I may hide it a lot of times, but a lot of times I do struggle with that because I'm the kind of person, I have a lot of friends. I won't say a lot of friends. I only have like, 5-ish friends. But a lot of times, because I've been in a situation where my other half has stepped out, or she may have friends of the opposite sex. And because I used to do things when I was younger, sometimes when they move, when they vibe shift and they don't be the girly girl, lovey dovey, chit chatty type, and they moods change, then it's like, okay, what's going on? Or if they have a male friend and I don't know that male friend, I'm always gonna think worst case scenario, and that's something I struggle with constantly. And I try to get better. I'm better at it, but it still affects me on a daily basis. Another thing that I struggle with, at least in a relationship, is the fact that I feel like sometimes I struggle. I won't say this is a relationship only thing, but what I struggle with in life and in a relationship is sometimes I struggle with, am I good enough? Am I doing my best? Because as an adult, it's like, okay, I feel like I'm doing my best. I feel like I'm doing good. But when I see my peers having the house, the cars, the family or whatever, more money than me, I look at myself and be like, damn, where did I go wrong? And that's something I struggle with. I struggle with that constantly. I may hide it a lot, but I struggle with it. I just hide it a lot more better now that I'm older. Surprise. But I struggle with that a lot. And that's something I struggle with. I try to work on. The relationship side is one of those things like, hey, am I good enough? Am I doing good on the relationship type? Am I being a good partner? Am I giving my significant other everything she wants and needs? Is she happy? Because again, like one of my other videos, communication and relationships go hand in hand. I'm big on communication. I'm big on, hey, if I'm messing up, let me know. Say, hey, can you do this? Can you tweak this about you? I'm big on communication because I want to improve myself. I want to become a better person. So that's where I struggle at, is always wondering, am I doing the best? Am I the best for you? Are you happy? Am I doing good? Am I doing this whole life adulting thing good? That's what I struggle with on a daily basis. Another thing that I struggle with personally is, ironically, last video also, one of my last videos, communication. Even though I sit there, literally just said, I'm big on communication, I am. I can sit there and talk to you about anything that's on my mind. But at the same time, I shut down if a person's not asking questions. If they're not showing their engagement into the conversation, I shut down. And when it builds up, it all comes out at once, where, my body reacts to it. And I break down, I just let it all out at once. And that goes back to wondering, am I good enough? Am I the better option? Am I good? Am I just a placeholder? And that's another thing, like I said, I struggle with because a lot of times my struggles with communication, I also feel like sometimes I'm just a placeholder because something may not be going right, or the vibe has changed, or it may just be one of those moments where a person could just be, hey, they having their bad day, but they shutting down. So I'm gonna shut down. I'm gonna overthink. That's where I struggle at, is just making sure that I can still communicate how I feel and not shut down to the point where if somebody else is not really being as engaging into the conversation, you know, not shut down, still try to communicate how I feel. Also, not being an overthinker, because I am an overthinker. I hide it a lot. I always try to make sure, hey, not to be super, super overthinking about everything, because if your vibe changes, I'm gonna overthink and think that you're stepping out on me. That's the things I struggle with in a relationship and in life. And again, I know that this is real personal. At least for me, this is super personal because I'm opening up and being vulnerable about my shortcomings and my insecurities. But let me know, if you want, what your struggles are. What do you struggle with on a daily basis? Is it seeing if you're good enough? Is it struggling to be the best husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, parent, or whatever? What do you struggle with? We all have struggles here. So let me know in the comments below if you want to. I understand a lot of things is personal here, and I respect that. We all struggle. And if you don't put it in the comment section, hey, just know that whatever you're struggling with, it's okay, and you're going to get better at it. Until next time, see y'all soon.